Good morning. Come on in. We at the diner, my favorite little hangout down from school. Have breakfast with me. Let's talk about it. I'm just sitting here waiting on y'all to come in. It's been a busy morning, but I already ordered my breakfast, so I'm good. But I already ordered my breakfast, so I'm good. But I already ordered my breakfast, so I'm good. I'm trying to turn this phone down. Hold on. Yeah. Whew. Good morning, y'all. How y'all doing? Happy Monday, everybody. Oh, my food is coming too. Can I have some hot sauce, please? Oh, you brought some. That's some hot sauce right there. Yeah. You're looking at me like, you need more hot sauce? Okay, okay, I'll try. Okay. Okay, so y'all, this is what I got this morning. I'm trying something different. Breakfast burrito. Okay? Dang, I didn't know it was gonna be that big. We ought to go on cut that in half right now. I didn't order no sides. That's what it looks like. So it's egg, I think potatoes. Yeah, that's a potato. And bacon and cheese. Okay. And she looked at me crazy because I asked for hot sauce and they got the homemade salsa. So let me check it out first because, they're Hispanic. So they might get crazy with the jalapenos. Oh, it's very mild. That ain't about nothing. Okay. I can handle it. All right. So now y'all see what we're eating. Good morning, Elaine. Good morning, Lawanda. How you doing? Hey, Tasha. How you doing, baby? Ms.V. Been a minute, but I'm glad to see you, sugar. Ms.V, I done went great since I saw you. I did it overnight. Is the picture pretty clear, y'all? Because I'm in the sun. I can move because they moved over there. I think that would be better on the other side. I think I'm going to make a move. This sun is going to put a glare on the picture. Ouch! Hit my head on the basket. Okay. Hold on, let me make a move. Oh yeah, this is much better over here. Trying to see what y'all saying would be a problem too. And she said, now there you go messing up another table. And he is. Okay. Hello. I'm good. Get my sweater. It's sweater weather here. All right. Here we go. Much better. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so I got coffee and juice. That's it. That's my beverages. Okay, and back to my burrito. Hold on, let me get myself together here. I didn't think she was gonna bring it out that quick, but I had ordered probably about 10 minutes before I came on, so that's why it's ready so quick. Okay, so now let me flip it back around so I can talk to y'all. So the first thing y'all need to know this morning is this. Need some, me and Comcast had a fight, last week about charging me $127 out the blue. Went back into an old account that I had with them at the last place where I actually paid them. This time around, it's in the community fee that I pay for the yards, the groundkeeping, the Comcast, and the water bill are all included, okay? But they gonna have the nerves to come and go into an old account and charge me $127 and some cents. I wasn't finna take that laying down. Now I probably would have missed it if it had been $17 or $10 or something like that. But when I saw a hundred and some dollars, $127 short on my account, when I looked at it, I said, something ain't right here, because I knew what I had bought, I knew what I had spent and everything. So I said, no, something ain't right here. So I started looking through, and all of a sudden, there they go. They put it back in there this morning. Best believe all of it. Because I told y'all I went downstairs first and I talked to the people down there. And I told them, y'all need to get in touch with corporate. I said, because before they was charging me an extra $10 when I needed that extender, okay? I didn't argue with them about that because that's what my check had told me, Ms.V, you need an extender. Well, to find out that the extender don't really do any good. All it does is extend whatever Wi-Fi that's coming in from room to room, but it doesn't guarantee that it's going to be good Wi-Fi. Found that out after about 5 months of paying. Okay, so I said, okay, well, I did ask them to do that, so I'm not going to tell them to give me my money back on that. But you are going to give me my money, and you did give me my money back on just going in my, who you think you are? These people have lost their mind around here. So I was telling a girlfriend about it at work, and she said, oh, they did me the same way. I got DirecTV, and I had an account with them a long time ago. I said, they worth watching. Baby, y'all better go on about your business. Leave folks alone. Good morning, Miss Audrey. And I still ain't been downstairs yet. Y'all already coming in here with the foolery. Looks yummy. I'ma see. Hold on. Let me tell you about it. Yeah, that's potatoes. Okay, hold on. It was good. I like it. That little salsa that they made is good too. Onions, bell peppers. It's got a little heat to it, but it's not fired up where it's gonna burn your tongue. And let me tell y'all the other news. Miss Diane is leaving me. She just put in her retirement papers, baby. And her last day is December the 20th, 5 days before Christmas. And she's leaving the whole state. Yeah. Told me she moving back to the boot, baby. So I told her, good, when I come that way, I have somewhere to stop and visit. So that's the school news there. And we got really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got about 8 weeks left, about 2 months left together. Good morning, in the Say Song. When you get ready to do your presentation on autism, let me know, because I want to hear it. Since I work with autistic children every day, baby, every last one of them this morning. I worked with severe this year. And I don't know what was going on over the weekend and what happened before they came on the bus this morning, but every last one of them had a little issue this morning. I said, okay, Seth, you see what's going on? I only had 2 children that were the normal behavior this morning. I said, we ain't gonna do it like that, baby. Y'all ain't gonna have me all fired up and messed up all day long. Whatever y'all's program is, y'all can do it. As long as you don't hurt me, nobody else, or yourself, we good. So they want to beat the seat, okay, beat the seat. We got plenty of seats over there. If y'all tear it up, that's between you and the schoolhouse and your mama. Balling up their fists, hitting them in the head. They was doing the most this morning. But I said, not today. It's the first of the week. I'm gonna let y'all get me all frazzled right now, and I'll be messed up the rest of the week. I take them one day at a time. But let me know in the safe zone when you get ready to do that, because I don't want to miss the live. Okay? Thank you for coming over. Good morning, Shatika. Blessings right back at y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Go on down here. Good morning, Miss Carolyn. Beautiful morning, H-Time. Yes, it is. It really is a beautiful. It was the sun was coming in so strong at the first table. I decided to move over in some shade because it was gonna be a glare where I couldn't read what y'all had going on, and y'all know I ain't got no glasses on, so that was gonna be a problem, Houston. But I'm good over here. And my breakfast is delicious. I ain't gonna be able to eat it all, but it's good. A half of a burrito this big is enough for me. Trying to lose weight too. Good morning, Katrina. How are you, sugar? Saw my little sugar was coming in. So, I watched some YouTube on the election 2024. Ain't nobody been doing much about what's really gonna affect us in our life. I've been hitting on it here and there, but y'all, I watched a lot of it last night. Between football and then after football was over. And congratulations to everybody who won yesterday. Okay? I saw a piece of this game and a little bit of that game because my Ravens ain't playing until tonight. So I didn't really focus in on all of it. Because I was supposed to go to Tasha's house and she pulled a fast one, I thought. But then I found out that her phone wasn't working. And it would ring, but then it would cut off. And then you sent her a message, and she didn't get the message that I sent her until this morning. I told her, that's a raggedy phone now, baby. You need to go get you another phone. So she talking about, I'm not getting another phone. I just got this phone. I said, that's on you, okay? You just gonna miss calls, and you gonna miss everything, and then sooner or later, you'll get over it, buying another phone. You should have got insurance on the phone anyway, and you wouldn't have to pay that much. You know these young people, 12 years younger than me. They don't want to listen to you. Do you? But anyway, back to the Trump campaign here. I was looking at him this weekend, and I was like, he in all these town hall meetings. These people are asking him questions. He ain't answered a question yet. I don't get it. I don't understand how you could get mad at people, and then he's got that same attitude he had when he was in there. If it's something he don't want to talk about, and they try to direct him back to the question, he take control of the conversation and he talk about what he want to talk about. And I was like, man, this ain't good here, because we need to know what's in that package. Because ain't nobody, I bet you nobody sit down and read that big old package that he got out there. But I did go over to Tanya's channel one night, and she was talking about it. Y'all better really look into that thing, because like I say, it's not going to affect me as much as it's going to affect a whole lot of other people. If you out there in the working world and you're calling yourself middle to upper middle class and you're young, you're going to deal with a lot of this stuff. I ain't going to be around. I'll be long gone. But the problem I have with him is he can't explain nothing you ask him. And he was just like in a state of nowhere. When he was in Pennsylvania, people were talking to him. He was up there dancing and doing everything but what he should have been doing. And the way he was addressing the people, it's like, that's not what they asked you, man. And he only want to throw some insults. He don't want to discuss nothing about him not finishing that wall while he was in there. He don't want to discuss why Mexico didn't pay the U.S. no money. None of that. He only wants to talk about these immigrants coming in Why we don't never see all this stuff he talking about on the news? He make it so critical, like in these specific places, they done killed up this one. They murdering that one. But we don't never hear about that. Or if it happens, it's not to the extent he said it happens. We got to do better, folks. We got to really start looking at a few more days left to election and get busy thinking about that. Because all this other stuff going on out here, even with Diddy, they ain't going to change our life. What happened to him? He going to be what he going to be, and he going to get what he going to get. And all this other stuff talking about other people's lives and lying on people out here on YouTube, that ain't going to bring the cost of groceries down. And I say, I'm guilty. Because I haven't really been keeping up with him that much, because this Diddy thing to me is a deflection. It hit right at the time of election. And knowing that the world would be more interested in the drama of him than what are we going to do about jobs in certain areas of the country. You're up there talking about tariffs. Well, how is a tariff going to help me if you stopping the supply that we've been getting from other countries that's coming into the U.S.? We obviously need them. We've gotten used to them. I just don't get it. I am good. This is so good, y'all. I wish I could just mail y'all a piece of. Do something. Bring y'all all down here. We have breakfast together or something. This is just too good for me. And I was truly hungry. I get so hungry on that bus right around 9 o'clock now, because it's so long since I've eaten. And around 9, that little coffee, it ain't working. Carolyn want to know how you doing, Miss Audrey. And Miss Audrey, I got a couple of things, but I really hadn't had the time to look at it. So I said to myself, you don't have to do better out here, because in the beginning you were coming out and you had all your topic ready and all of that. So what I decided I'm gonna have to do is do it all over the weekend, and if anything come up in the news, we can just add that to it and talk about it. Because it's been hard for me to even touch anybody talking about world issues. I mean, there been nothing but drama out here on the tube, so I'm really not interested in that. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with y'all. This election is gonna be my focus point from here on to election day, after the election is over. Well, I need to know some things here. Not that it's gonna change my mind, because my mind is pretty made up. I've looked at past history. I've looked at some of the things that's in that package. You're not gonna mess with people's Social Security. If you're paying into Social Security, you shouldn't want him to have anything to do with that. And why should he be taking something from you that you've already worked with for? Don't bother the Medicare. Leave the Medicaid alone. I got so many questions. I wish I could just sit down and really have a one-on-one with him and ask him, what about housing in America? What are your plans for doing anything about that? Lowering the interest rate where people can actually get into a home because the notes won't be so high. There's a lot of people out there that really would like to be in a home, but they know the expenses that come with the home. Maybe the note is lower, but then when you add insurance and you add all the utility bills and taxes and all that other stuff that go along with a home, it's way more than you paying for an apartment once all of that is added in. So a lot of people would say, well, I just rather be in an apartment and just pay one set fee every month, and then everything is already included in that, and I ain't got to worry about nothing breaking, and I ain't got to worry about taxes, and I ain't got to worry about insurance. So they really having to make decisions on where they're going to live and how they're going to live. Some people just ain't going to be able to afford to get into a home. What about the closing costs? What about the down payments and all of that? It costs money to get into a home. So that's what people are really going to have to look at in the future. And what's his plans? What is he going to come up with? Okay, the food stamp thing has been kind of going away over the years and taking down how much you're getting for your children, because I was talking to a lady the other day and she was telling me I used to get $600 for my family in food stamps for a month, and now I'm only getting half of that, which is three something, but the same children are still at home. And I'm like, wow, see, I never think about that because I don't get food stamps. But I guess if you've never really had to go out there and struggle and hustle, and everything was already pretty much laid out for you when you got here, and all you had to do was take it and make something of it, you wouldn't understand that. Am I frozen, or did y'all stop talking to me? Y'all just listening to me? Say something so I know y'all still in here. I see the numbers still in here going up, but I don't see nobody saying anything. Let me sit it right here so I can have two hands. Turn it. There we go. Okay. Now I got two hands. Then that's about all that's really been going on out there. Sunday morning they have all these interviews and stuff, and he bashes the news stations, everybody but Fox. That's the only one that really goes along with him. And CBS, NBC, ABC, they don't never say nothing he want to say because they ask critical questions, and a lot of times he don't have the answer for those critical questions. So I'm like, man, you have to get it together, or else. I seriously can't believe that y'all are not saying anything this morning. Y'all are just like, I'm in here, Ms.V. Okay? Y'all don't have nothing to say. And that ain't never happened before. I don't see nothing after Katrina Whitaker. Hold on. Make sure. It's not stuck. There ain't nobody saying nothing. Okay. So anyway, y'all done had enough of this breakfast. I'm full off this breakfast. So we gonna get up and leave here. That's what we gonna do. Church anniversary is Sunday. So I think I need to go and look and see if I can find me something to wear to church. And then I bought the wrong phone charger, so I need to go back down there to the little cheap store where I got it from and take it back. Ooh. Let me see if I can get her to wrap this food up so I can get going and get some things done. Hey, I need a cup to go and something to wrap my food up. It's too much. Mm-hmm. For the orange juice. Help her out. Put that. You need it? I'm gonna take that. Yeah. And I'm going to go ahead on and apply for the job inside teaching that the principal told me about. I think I'm gonna do that too. If Miss Diana's leaving, I think I'm gonna see about leaving too. At least what I'm doing, not the system. Because the other job I had hadn't come through yet. They still waiting on the cars to come in. You know, the driver's education instructor that I want to do. They still waiting on cars. Okay, thank you, love. Okay, have a good day. Okay, let's get to the car. Because this time be passing so fast. Hold on. Child up here. I really need to go clean out this car. I live in this car for real. I live in here more than I live at home. I need to go get it washed and cleaned out. It's always something to do. Okay, let me put y'all up here in the thing. So, I spoke to everybody and then nobody said nothing else to me. I guess I'm trying to make sure I got all the messages. I can't see the comments. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, there they go. Because they was just sitting right there with Katrina. And I was like, what's going on? Okay, I saw it to just, I had to toggle back and forth between top messages and all of the messages. Oh, y'all was talking. I thought that was strange. I was like, y'all ain't gonna talk to me? Oh, wait a minute. It's hot. What's the temperature? Hold on. It's 75, but it feel hotter than that. Hold on, y'all. Because I couldn't see a thing. Okay, I think I'm going to start right here with Tajista. That's the first one that came back. Tajista, hey, boo, something helpful. Tasha, keep speaking the truth. Baby, I ain't no sense in lying about nothing, especially when you this close to thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven, and amen and goodbye. You got to. I mean, that don't make sense to me. Even though some of these people who are out here not speaking the truth and telling all these lies and making up stuff and keeping up mess every day, they could be gone before you, but that's on them. That's the way I look at it. You know, if that's the way you want to live your life, and that's you know, this is the kind of stuff you want to do out here on YouTube, that's your business. Got nothing to do with me, even if it's about me. It ain't got a thing to do with me. Go on, do you. And that's between you and Jesus. Okay, now when he beat you with them many stripes, don't look at me. I didn't tell you to do and say what you did. You chose to do that stuff on your own. So it is what it is, baby. Get mad at me for what you did. What is wrong with this crazy? Maybe it's the phone, y'all, that's been dropped so much. Okay, there's Marie. The consumer end up paying more because of tariffs. Yeah, you pay more. Because if you can't get stuff imported and exported out because perhaps he don't want to deal with China or whoever, then you got to get it from somewhere. And they may end up charging you more than what you was getting over there for. But this stuff is more of a tit for tat thing. Okay, so you don't want to do what I say. He running it like it's a business, like he runs his business. You can do that when you got a world of people to deal with. And you can't go around punishing the world and getting what you want all the time. Life just ain't like that. I wished it was, where I could just wake up in the morning and he's not getting it. You're a billionaire and you still can't get what you want. If that would have been the case, and then you come out here talking about you friends with Putin, you friends with this one and that one. Damn that. What is it doing for me by you being friends with them? We the people need to know. Shoot, let's get it real. And that's true. Miss Audrey is agreeing with you, Riri. It's definitely a fact. Good morning, my Reba. How you doing, sugar? Edward still ain't back. I'm missing him. Tell him I asked about him. I'm going on down because I definitely couldn't see the messages. I thought y'all had just sitting up, and I said, this ain't like my chat. Not to talk to me. That's what we do over here. We chat. Aaron, question. What's the question, baby? You got your hand up. I got you now. Come on. You can ask the question. I don't know if I have the answer or the answer you want to hear, but you can definitely ask it. Okay. Reba, how's Edward? Hope all is well. Yeah, we need to see Edward. Tell him bounce in at least one time. Let us see him and talk to us for a few minutes, even if he have to go. You keep saying question, and you ain't got nothing else to say. Come on, Aaron. Now we ain't gonna fool with you like that today. We on a clock, okay? It's 10:18. He's too busy discussing a dead man's body parts. Right, Miss Audrey, which we don't care. And it's always, I met this person, and he was such and such and such, and he did this, and he did that. Is that bringing the gasoline price down? Is it bringing the food price down? Is it getting people into affordable housing? Okay? Is it helping any other businesses? See, that's what them entrepreneurs last time, they wanted them back in there. But ain't no guarantee that he gonna help you this time like he did before. Y'all see that man's mind ain't good. He can't answer a question. He rambles on and on and on. He say stuff that don't even sound presidential. He's very rude to them, those news reporters and people who are questioning him, which has nothing to do with an election, nothing whatsoever. He showed us a medical record. Are you even physically fit to take the job and be able to handle the pressure of the job? I think the Republicans realized they made a mistake. They could have got a better candidate than that. I'm just telling y'all the truth. We have to have Republican and a Democratic society, okay? Election from both sides. And people can choose from whatever they want to. You don't have to vote straight Republican or straight Democrat. You can vote for the person. And that's what I've been doing lately. I don't care which side they own. What you talking about is what I need. Do I see any benefit to me and the American people? No, well, you can't get my vote. But oh well, look at his past charges. That's all he knows. Exactly. And he's the first to ever have all these charges against him and to be able to run for the presidency of the United States. But that's no big deal. But if your child get a felon, you got a problem with that. But you don't have a problem with electing somebody who has all of these felonies and all these charges against them, and he's still walking around. But your child in jail. Make it make sense. That's what y'all always talking about. Make it make sense. Hey, Levi, good morning. How are you? That's Leviva. Levi Vaughn. That's what that is. Maybe y'all got it running all together, but I got you. You're listening? Okay, that's back when I couldn't get y'all. Okay, thank y'all for staying in here and keeping on talking. I don't know if it's the raggedy phone that's been dropped so much on the bus or if it was frozen. I don't know what was going on, but I'm glad. I saw Tajista say, oh Lord, Queen Cummins froze again. Okay, I'm back. We back. We good. Let's keep rolling. Lavon Samuel, grace and peace, everyone. Right back at you. Grace and peace to you. I just wish the whole world could be at peace. Everybody. And there would be no problems. I think a lot of times problems are created by you for you. If I go out here bothering Miss Audrey, Miss Audrey ain't doing nothing to me, she ain't saying nothing about me, but all of a sudden I just come out here and I just attack Miss Audrey for no reason. I'm doing it for views. I hope them views make me some money. That's all it is. I'm deflecting off of something that's going on in my life and putting it on Miss Audrey. Now, is that right or is that wrong? Does that sound grown or does that sound very immature? Y'all figure it out. Ms.V, every one of us speaking, you might need to go back and come back in. Okay, I got it. To just is laughing at me as always. I ain't thinking about no to just this morning. Hey, go get her. How you doing? Okay, I am but not interested in a relationship, but thank you. What? Oh, you trying to come in here and code her, Levi? Oh, shucky ducky, Miss Audrey. Oh, look at Levi. He bold, ain't he? Baby, you have not because you asked not. That's what Levi's saying. Huh? And that's between y'all and I'm moving on. Okay. Reset your live. Okay, I got it. I think y'all still talking about that. Cooking smothered liver and fried cabbage for dinner. I like liver. Calf liver, sliced thin. I do. I'll drown them with some hot sauce. Y'all know I'm a hot sauce queen. Louisiana hot sauce for me. Tasha T, did you hear about Jay-Z and Beyonce are shutting down the channel if they speak about them because of the what? Piercing. You can't shut down nobody's channel just because they speak about them. Look, that's freedom of speech. Okay? Now, who channel they gonna shut down? They have no more right to shut down no channel than any other celebrities that's been talked about out here. I want to see that happen because I don't believe it. I really don't. If they hadn't done it, it wouldn't be out here. Now, I ain't saying all of it's true and all of it may not be true, but I don't see that happening. And people gonna talk about you whether it's on a channel or whether it's in person. They have been celebrities long enough to know that. To me, that's more like a ploy to get you to stop talking about them. That's it. But y'all all over the news and all over everybody's channel, all social media platforms. They talking about you. What you should come out and do is defend yourself and say, I don't have nothing to do with that. Yes, we were friends, but we're no longer, I can't go along with what has been done or what has been said. And I didn't know all into this. If you didn't know, or if you did know, take accountability for it. That's some jacked up stuff. Hey, Ramona J, how you doing, sugar? Go get her. That sounds great. I might need a DoorDash plate. I know that's right, Miss Audrey. I love cabbage too. What's the Pearson interview? That would be the Tasha T. Well, go get us asking what is it, because I don't know. Hey, Christina, you've got to have safety first. If our country isn't safe, then there isn't anything after that. Finances. You can't live without finances. It's not about who you like, but policies that will help. Better go on, tell them about it. But we ain't seen what his platform is all about. If he put it in that big old booklet of the 25 or whatever they calling it, ain't nobody finna sit up there and read all that stuff, and he knew it. That's why he did it that way. People are so conniving and so sneaky and so cunning. But why? Why you can't be upfront and open? You're running for the president for the people. Then they get in there and the things don't turn out like you wanted to, is because, hey, he didn't answer nothing. He didn't tell you nothing. And he ain't gonna tell you. He gonna do whatever he wanna do, and that's pretty obvious from his past. Audrey, I haven't had liver in years, and it's smelling delicious. You can definitely have some. Tasha T say Jaguar speaking on them during the interview. Jaguar been speaking on everybody involved in that. I really fear for her life. I really do, cause she bringing in a whole lot of people connected, uh, involved in the freak offs, just at the house. A lot of deaths that may have been connected to him. We don't know, but she telling it all. So I don't know about that. Everyone, please be patient. Ms.V is having. Okay, thank you, Miss Audrey. I appreciate that. I'm going down because y'all would talk about when I couldn't see the comments. Go get her. I love me some liver. It's delicious. Ramona J, go get her. I'm good. How are you? Says Ramona J. To just, you still laughing, and what is you laughing about? Can you please tell Miss V what you are laughing about? Sugar. It does take too much energy to lie. And remember that lie. That's why when they lie, they can never come back with the same thing. And they can never prove it. Once you prove that they're lying, they can never come back and disprove you that you're not lying. They just start on up with same old regurgitated thing, or either they come over and they look and they add a little bit more. I wouldn't want to be a liar like that. I wouldn't think that would be good. What if God just snapped you where you became speechless and could never talk again? It could happen. We saw people in the Bible turning the pillars of salt, didn't we? Okay, keep going. And to keep a lie going, you got to have a special kind of people to want to listen to that. You do. They're special. They're about as special as you are. If they want to listen to foolishness all day, every day, and you ain't proving nothing. But you doing more than the person that you lying on. You doing more talking, and you got less to show for all that talking. What did you do with the little piece of change that you got? I'm still looking at the same thing. I'm still seeing you looking the same way. If it's not benefiting you, I think you would go and try to do something a little bit different with your life. Maybe this ain't for you, if that's the best you can do. To just boo, that's because they don't have a life. Exactly. On YouTube all day long. How in the hell that's going to be a life? From this channel to that channel to that channel. All the same little group of people run from the same few little channels. And the channels are not moving. And that's what they mad about. Not sure, but I think with the tariffs, the goal is to have things made in America. That's true. They want everything to be made here. He was talking about the Mercedes, that's a German car. And how they starting to do a factory over in Mexico. Well, that chapped him royally. And so he was saying, he was talking to the man about who makes cars, and that this man has started up a factory over there. And he wants the factories to come back to Detroit. Well, if you got that much pull and you got that much power, why you didn't bring them back to Detroit? You had 4 years. But did you bring them back? See, you're talking a lot. You could be a great YouTuber. That's what they do. They talk a lot, but they have nothing to show for all that talk. It's just talk, which will create more jobs and better American economy. A lot of people who left the South back in the 40s, 50s, and 60s went north, went west because of jobs. There were no jobs in the South other than plantation jobs, farming, and stuff like that, because there were no industries here. So my mother's sisters, brother-in-laws, they all left except for, it was 10 of them. And 3 stayed in the South, and all the rest of them either went north to Gary, Indiana. They had the steel mills up there. Detroit, they had the car industry up there. Another aunt went west, worked for the Internal Revenue out there, and they made a great life for themselves. But I can honestly say that the three that stayed around, there were two dietitians and one teacher. And the teacher was my mom, and then her other two sisters that stayed around were dietitians. They didn't do bad either because the cost of living was cheaper in the South. And they had way more kids. These three that stayed here was seven of us. It was eight with my Aunt Babe, and then my Aunt Lila only had three. But still, they made just as good as living with the money that they made because the cost of living was so different. Hey, Miss Jean, how you doing? Double Zero is back. Yes, ma'am. Welcome back. Okay, I don't want to miss nobody. Thank you, Jesus. You better believe it. Living for Jesus is in the building this morning. I love it. I love it. I love it. And Miss Yo is here also. Going on down. Hey, Lord help me here. This phone is doing the wild thing this morning. It's doing what it want to do, y'all. Just jumping all over the place. I guess I need to go to T-Mobile next and try to see what I can do about these phones. I guess they done had one fall too many. T speaking bad on getting things from China, but Obama stated the Bible he was selling was made in China. Ain't that the, and most of the stuff that you see in the stores these days are made in China. I've even run across a few things that was made in Vietnam. I went in a furniture store not too long ago, and the furniture was made in Vietnam, and I couldn't believe that. I had never seen that before. Never. Okay. Let's see. Moving on up. Okay. Thank y'all for taking them out of here. Good morning, Miss Deborah Silver. He's going to hell playing with God. Exactly. I'm not sure if he knows him. What church has he said he's affiliated with? When does he go? Or does he ever go? When the last time he really picked up a Bible? Now, Kamala has said that she has been in church since she was a little girl. She even told the name of the church somewhere out in San Francisco and everything. She showed her medical records. She showed her cognitive records. But has he? Why can't you ever do what others are doing, but yet you talk about them and how bad Joe's health was? We don't know if yours is any better. You say Kamala is not playing with a full deck, but are you? She's showing that she is. She didn't just go get a doctor and not put it out there. She put it out there. I want you to do the same thing. Fair is fair. That's it. Mercedes manufactured in Mexico. Wow. Yes, that's what he said, that he knew this car owner that owned a dealership. And some of the parts, not all of the car is being made in Mexico. Some of the car parts are being made in Mexico, Riri. But for as long as I can remember, Mercedes was a German car made in Germany. Certain cars didn't expand and move around from country to country. I had a Peugeot at one time. That was a French car. It was only made in France, and all the parts came from France. It wasn't like some of them are made here in the United States and some of them are made in Mexico or maybe Canada. No. Everything had to be ordered from France. And that was a very little expensive car to drive, and I had it back in the 80s. But I liked the car. Stevie Wonder was at the rally BP Harris had yesterday, and he sung happy birthday to her. Yeah, she turned 60. Yes. She doesn't look it. She looks much younger than that to me. Hey, Miss Little, how you doing? I'm Holy Mindset. Okay, greetings, everyone. Right back at you. Audrey is saying to FK Pissy, we got your back. Folks best leave you alone. I know that's right, because yo don't bother nobody. She gets back with what she does with the handles and things. But have you ever seen her on a chat bothering anybody? With Yo-Yo, it's who she supports. That's what her problem is. She and Brittany are kinfolks. That's what her problem is. Now, how can she help who she's related to? These people are sad and they're sick. and they really do need help. Good morning, Miss Melissa. How are you doing this morning? Welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. Yo, you so smart. I didn't think of that. What did Yo say? I missed it. Let me go back up. Okay. Let me see if I can find what Yo said. It's so many y'all done pushed out. I have to go back up too far. But to just disagreeing with it. 00. What's up? Hey. I'm doing fine, Melissa. Welcome, baby. How you doing? He called her dumb, Ms.V. Yeah, he did. I had to stop and think about who he was. Yes, he did. And I'm like, how could she be dumb when she was a prosecutor before she became vice president? I don't think you can get to that level being dumb. Okay, what did he do before he became president? Entrepreneur. Owned some businesses. Didn't pay nobody. Always people complaining about you could build this and you could build that, but you wasn't really building it. You was using cheap labor, not paying them. Come on. Let's tell it like it is. Okay, I got ready to say I'll never buy another Mercedes. Okay, Riri. To me, the two I've had, I had no problems with them whatsoever. But like I say, at that time, all of the parts were made in Germany, but there were Mercedes dealers all around me. Alex Rodriguez had one right down the street in League City. There was another one up on 45, and there was plenty of them across Houston, at least 3 across Houston. But no, it's some pieces. Let's just say maybe the headlights or little pieces, maybe the mirrors or stuff like that may be made there, but they not put on there. They're shipped back to them, which makes the cost of the car a little bit higher also. Ms. V, I'm sure you got lots of compliments on your outfit yesterday and styling that red hat bottom. Yes, I did. And this morning, they didn't even notice it at work. I guess they so used to seeing the blonde hair until I had to tell them, y'all ain't gonna say nothing about this gray hair. They was like, I hadn't even noticed. I thought that was the same hair you had last week. I'm like, no, that's in the trash can. I took my hair down, shampooed it, conditioned it, and put it back up again. Y'all ain't saying a word. They said he's not a Christian at the Christian event. He doesn't talk like it. Christians, you can tell. It's a different way of talking. It's a different way of saying things. It's a different way of getting across your message. And people who are not are always going to take something wrong. They're going to take it out of context, and they're going to make a mess out of it. Because didn't they do it to Jesus Christ and hung him up on the cross and let him bleed out and die? Why wouldn't they do it to me? I'm telling you, it's all very simple when you know you haven't bothered anybody, you haven't done anything, or you haven't said anything, and people get so entangled with their pettiness. Just think about it. Think about why. What interest is it of them whether you go and address somebody who says something about you or not? It's none of their business. But watch their movements and see what you see. Because I've seen some stuff. And I'm like, I can't with them. Ms. V, I'm sure you got, okay, I read that one. And he called Whoopi Goldberg dirty. How he know? Do he live with her? Because she chooses to be natural and has been natural for the most part of her life since she came on TV for me to know her. Doesn't mean she nasty. That's a bad thing people do, is call somebody nasty when you really don't know if they nasty or not. But if they turn around and they slap you with you nasty, then your mouth is stuck out, because it's okay for you to say it, but it's not okay for them to say it back to you. Or if they come, they say you nasty, and they say, well, at least I got teeth. I ain't gumming. You're going to have a problem with that. That's why you ought to watch your mouth and what you say, and be able to, if you dish it out, be able to take it. Most people can't. I want to let you know Queen V. I appreciate and respect you for reading each comment and responding. Thank you. You're welcome, to just yes, Ms. V does an excellent job with that. I didn't do too good in the very beginning because I was giving more commentary and then wasn't hitting all of them. And I had to stop and catch myself after several people say, you were late with the comments. You're not reading our comments. And I thought, okay, well, if they chatting with you, you got to go back and forth with them and you got to stay on top of it more. So you can ad lib to it, but it's what they trying to tell you and it's what they're saying that's more important than what you're saying because that's what they want to talk about. So I'm better. See? Tasha T, how can you trust someone who filed bankruptcy 4 times? How can anyone trust him as a president? They do. He got supporters. And that's one thing I found out in life. I don't care how gutter, how low, how dysfunctional you are, how mentally challenged you may be, how artistic you may be, you're going to always have supporters. You're going to always have followers. Now, you might not have what you want because in your feeble mind, you really believe what you're saying is true. You concocted this from your opinions, but your opinion ain't necessarily right. And that's what people don't get. And if you go along and say it and people go along with you, then you got to be right. No. You can be wrong. Very wrong. Okay, let me get back in here. I can't trust that. I can't trust what happened at the Capitol will not happen again. I can't trust the man that's sitting up saying that nobody died. He said that on one of those interviews I watched this weekend. I'm like, am I stupid? People quick to forget, but they ain't that quick to forget. I agree to just it makes you feel special. Everybody over here is special to me in one way or the other. Like I say, we may not always agree, but we can agree to disagree and keep it moving, okay? There is no point in you being petty about anything. That's life. People not going to always agree with me. And I can't expect that. And all I can do is say, you know what? You may have a point there. Then say, I agree with it. You might have a point. Yeah, I can understand that. That keeps down arguments. You think about it. Then you come back and you say, you know what? I thought about it, Goddess. You were right about that. Because you might not see it like that at that particular time. Maybe you're buying on all other stuff you got going on in your life. And you're not even thinking that deep. You don't know where people coming from. Hey, my beautiful AT. Hey, Goddess, how you doing? It's on tonight and it's popping. You better believe it. I'm put on that Raven jersey. And I'll be down there watching, Goddess. You think we got it? I know we do. Okay? Yes. I think we did probably the hardest teams to beat in the very beginning. The first two. You up against the Chiefs. That's back-to-back Super Bowl. It might be a three-peat this year. I mean, because they are relentless. They are not letting up. And I give credit where credit is due. But I know that we are good enough. I know that. To have done it. Because we get to the playoffs every year. It's just time for you to take it on through. You got to keep going. Y'all fall apart. Seem like on some games. It's like y'all don't have that connection y'all need to have. But they better get it together, though. At least we don't have the problems that Dallas Cowboys got, because they got some straight issues. You see where they fired the coach? Now that man was up there in Wisconsin. That was Tasha's old chief head coach for years when she was with them. Came to Dallas and he got fired before the season is over. How is it always a coach's fault? The players are playing the game. He can't be making that many bad plays. I disagree, but that's Jerry and his team. Okay, Ms.V got to run now. Okay, Miss Audrey. Everyone, please join chatting with Ms.V this evening. Look at Miss Audrey. She just make me say I'm coming on this evening. You don't have to go by what my schedule is. See you later, Miss Audrey. Thank you for coming in. I ain't gumming. I ain't trying to gum. I done told y'all before it's over, before I leave up out of here, I am not trying to be on no gumming stuff. I'm trying to hold on to these little teethuses I got. Okay? Yeah, I want them all. I ain't trying to do that. Um Look at to just the time. Audrey, while you remind Queen, I want to stay longer. Miss Audrey looks at that clock. And I told her when she first came over here, I like to stay an hour and then move on. Because it's the replays. And a lot of people catch my replays that don't come into the chat. I can't have just 51 in here. And then when I pop off, it was 1,000 looking. A lot of people just don't want to come into the chat. That don't mean they don't want to look. Or maybe they don't want to hold a conversation. Or maybe they don't feel comfortable for whatever reason. But they looking. And that's all that's important. I know she had a spoil, but she has some errands to run. Hopefully this evening she will stay longer. We love Ms.V and the chat. Thanks to everyone. Thank you, Miss Audrey. I certainly appreciate you. I'm questioning if he's even human. I guess. 5, what's going on? Welcome to Chatting with Miss V. Arnell, Ravens versus Bucks. Chargers versus Cards. Monday Night Football tonight. Who wins? Ravens over Bucks. And, that's a tougher one between the Chargers and the Cardinals. I ain't calling that one because I ain't watched them enough this year to know. What you think, Arnell? Well, me and Nisa Pooh, we are Ravens fans, so of course, how we gonna say the Bucks are gonna win over our team? No, we ain't. Audrey, I don't know. I'm on the way to work. Have a blessed day, everyone. Look at you. You gotta go, and you want me to stay in here, and you're on your way to work. If you don't quit it, hey, my Latasha. Good morning. How you doing? Tasha T say yes. He did say nobody passed at the Capitol. I know I heard that, but I'm like, where were we? We saw somebody did pass up in there. It was bloodshed down in there. And it's on your hands, mister. You told them people to go down there and you was going to meet them down there. But you did. Good morning, Latina. How you doing? Goddess is laughing. Okay. Hey, Pierre. Ms.V workflow looking. Okay. Hey, keep your eyes on the job, Pierre. Content creator, y'all. Oh, I'm out to list Holistic. I thought about you yesterday, Holistic. I'm so glad to see you in the chat. Y'all, Holistic has a channel also, Healing Savory Meals. And she can present a meal that make you want to eat it off the page. Y'all make sure to go over and check out Holistic, okay? I'm glad you're in here, Holistic. Hey, Miss V, I'm on my way to vote early. Great news, Latasha. Let me see. I pick up mine tomorrow. Tasha's off work tomorrow. She's going to be working from home. Not off work, but working from home. So I'm going to go over there tomorrow at this time and come on from her house. And let her tell y'all why she went from one team to another and how she picked her team by the colors. I can't with her. Ed, Kamala changes Biden's diapers. Okay, how do you know? Were you there? How you know he wear diapers? See, we don't want the foolery, okay? Keep it to yourself. All right. Okay, for real, I'm gone, y'all. Okay, bye, Miss Audrey. I think I'm down to the bottom myself, and I passed my hour. Okay, well, if she told you that, then you probably should have said that because that's none of your business. And especially coming over here putting it on my chat. So, maybe you might want to go on to a chat that would think that was funny because I don't think it's funny myself. If you live long enough, you might wear a diaper too, and she might have to change yours. You think before you speak, okay? But anyway, y'all, I'm on my hour. I got to go get me some gas because I'm down here looking at low fuel, and I'll see y'all later on. Miss Audrey said I'll be back tonight. So y'all gotta come on now. Let's see. I gotta come on before football or right after the Ravens game. One or the other. So y'all be sure to turn the notification button on, the bell on, and we'll come out and we'll talk about that game first and them Ravens, and then we'll get on with another subject, okay? Have a wonderful day too, Latasha. See everybody later on this evening. Hey, yes, I said it. Oh, I'm not sure what that is. But anyway, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. All that's free. Become a member if you choose to. Love you much. I'm out of here. See you later.